is gone, but you do get this beautiful camo here to use in MW3. This is going to be a great game between the Atlanta Dazed and the Chicago Hunted. I will remind all of you before this match starts, Atlanta Dazed is a bronze team who's kind of just been stacking up on their division. Going to be facing a silver team here in Chicago Hunted, so let's see how this game goes.
Yeah, and we're seeing this P1 time go the way of Chicago Hunted early on. Atlanta Dazed looking to make their break in. We're seeing Zeppeli. We're just gonna call him Zepp. I'm not dealing with that name for the rest of the series, but he's looking to make his break in. Kevin's able to pick up a big two-piece to secure some of this time towards the side of Atlanta Dazed. They've got the rotation over to P2. They're looking to keep the Chicago Hunted team as far away as possible, looking to go for some of these spawn kills. We're seeing D-Money get pushed up here, and we're just seeing some great gunplay so far from the side of Atlanta Dazed. He's challenged, unable to win that one as well, but Kevin's able to get the trade there. Atlanta Dazed setting up for this early P2 rotation, able to secure quite a good chunk of time, having a 15-point lead after this P1, and they're looking to secure this P2 rotation as well. So they're looking pretty solid on this first hard point so far in this 6-star.
Yeah, the teams are looking solid, but the names are looking even more solid here in this lobby. I'm excited. We do not have any boring names in this lobby, and that is really what's most important here is Atlanta Dazed are kind of holding off here on this P2 initially. D-Money able to go on a 4 streak here, earning that UAV that might be crucial to his team's success a little bit later in the map here, but we do have Zeppeli towards this U side. He's going to dig and dob a diva weave around a couple players there. Unfortunately, going to fall the Supreme Pulsars. We see Matt Green using a, you guessed it, folks, Matt Green camo on his gun. I love the consistency there. Really dedicated to his craft in this game. But Chicago Hunted are able to pick up the scrap time on that, and they have this rotation towards P3. Pulse is going to be able, or going to be found out towards that piano side. Zeppeli able to pick up another kill towards that MWIII. Able to pick up another one towards the back. So there should be spawns for Atlanta Dazed as they pick up the time, and Zeppeli able to push up a little bit towards blue. Unfortunately, going to fall. Chicago Hunted look for a reset here.
Yeah, solid early rotation from the side of the Atlanta Dazed, able to pick up some of this post rotation and secure this early time. I'm surprised, for those of you that don't know in the chat, Wolfie's actually colorblind, so I'm surprised he can even read Matt Green's name, let alone see that he has a camo on his gun, Apparently I've been lied to throughout my entire friendship, but from the side of Atlanta Dazed, they're doing a really good job of holding down this hill. They're looking to secure some of this rotation over towards the statue side as well, with that's MWIII taking the underground route, looking to secure this P4 rotation here early on. We're seeing the Chicago Hunted kind of fight through the middle of this map. We're seeing La Plancha able to get one kill, looking for the second, gonna get traded out by Zepp. This is going to be up to MWIII. He was going to be able to let number 7, that's Matt Green, slip. We see number 5, La Plancha, coming up to support as well. He should be able to get MWIII in the back. And that's going to be the rotation over to the Chicago Hunted. So, unfortunately, just some poor positioning from MWIII, able to get that early rotation over, but not really able to make anything come of it, being kind of in that pinched away position from underground while the rest of the players kind of went through the top. So, Chicago Hunted here looking to secure the majority of this time on this P4, looking to bring back this time a differential that we see just a little bit. They're doing a really good job of playing their trades throughout the middle of this map as well. We're able to see some kills go to the side of Atlanta Dazed. They're looking to set up in this P1 with the majority of the scrap time going towards the side of Chicago Hunted so far. But Zepp able to get a big 2-piece there on the P4, able to secure the rest of that scrap time over. We're seeing MWIII spawn in the back, looking for some of these players in the U side. He's able to spot both, get some shots in, not able to get either kill, unfortunately, so he's going to be looking to reset here, looking to play for this P1 for this second set of rotations.
Yeah, what a great kill there from La Plancha and Perplexed, able to hop in towards that P1 here. And we see a lot of those P4s sometimes, swing between teams that sometimes a team can get a lot of time there on that P4 and then kind of chain it into this P1. We do see kind of some pinstripe feeds going down here in the kill feed there. Chicago are going to come out on top. They're going to start trying to get that rotation towards that P2 side as well. But as for now, Atlanta Dazed are going to be the ones in the hill. And, right as I say something, caster curses right in there. It's going to be Chicago able to take it up. And then right as I say that, Atlanta Dazed are able to take it up. So we're kind of seeing a back and forth here on P1 with Chicago Hunted still down by about 30 points here as we start heading to this P2, but they do have the spawns here for this P2 as well.
Yeah, spawns are in their favor. It's going to be kind of MWIII here in this kiddie pool side, kind of being able to make the plays. Able to get one, able to support his team and get two. We see a third go down as well from D Money. So really solid push there. They're going to spawn that other team out because the hill hadn't popped yet. So really important kills there from the side of the Atlanta Days to break this P2 rotation very early. We see number 8, that's Supreme, kind of pushing through the back spot. Nobody's really watching it. So him and LaPlanche are going to be pushing through this back. Montclair is going to try to pop up, going to get traded, and that should be the spawn secured to the side of Chicago Hunted, but unable to break in and get any of this hill time yet. Kevin's left all alone. He's going to get traded out, and that's going to be scrap time so far in the favor of the Chicago Hunted. But Atlanta Days is not giving it up that easy. They're challenging this hill. Montclair able to win a big 1v1. We see D Money kind of playing towards the front side of this hill, kind of just waiting for his opportunity to strike. We're seeing him able to get one, able to get two. That's a big two-piece from D Money there. Able to secure this scrap time. Rotation is going to be over 2p3 with all of the Chicago Hunters sprinting to the statue side of the map. Kevin's got a big job on his hands. He's going to get taken off. Zep's looking to rotate to the back. He's able to get one. Doesn't know the rest of these players are there. He's going to get shot. Going to get traded out. And the Chicago Hunters are going to be spawning in the back now. So big wins from their team to get some of the big support over through that statue side, able to get those kills, secure the back spawns. They're going to be looking to make this break through the backside of P3.
Yeah, they were able to spot Kexvin there, dropping off that top part there. But we do see number 7 here trying to take a little bit of a route there, able to get that kill. Green actually putting shots in, but not able to get the kill. Able to get the kill on Zepperly, though. The side of Chicago Hunted, about 30 seconds left on here. Do look pretty solid on this point. We do see kind of a 2v2 happening here on point. Kevin able to hop up, jump up, able to get one kill. Is he able to get the second? He is not. That is going to be Pulse kind of left alone. They are going to get this scrap time here, bringing this to, I believe, it's going to be about a 40-point game here if they take any of that time. They just elect to leave the time. Atlanta Days are going to just take that and move on here, as we do see D Money able to pick up one kill towards New. Pulse able to pick up Montclair. They're kind of floating around, but we do see 2 players from the side of Atlanta Dazed here. Separately able to pick up 2 kills. That's going to be huge for the side of Atlanta, as they do have control of this point.
Yeah, and given that scrap time isn't the biggest deal from the side of Chicago Hunted, but you were unfortunately not able to really get anything early on. But we see Supreme Pulse able to get a humongous 3-piece there, able to break the hill pretty much on his own. He's looking to continue to push out. He's on a 5 streak currently, so he's looking to get one of these players secure fuse. He does, able to get 2 for his team, and we're seeing the Chicago Hunted on another solid P4 here so far. But Atlanta Days is looking to do exactly what they did last time, looking to break in. Unfortunately, not going to be able to, but being up by right around 40 points like they're going to after the second set of rotations, they're still in a very solid spot. They've had some success over towards this P1 side and getting that over to the P2. So if we continue to see that throughout this map, it's going to lead to success in their favor. But side of LaPlancha and the Chicago Hunted, they're looking to make their mark here in P1. We're left with 2, a big 1v1 here on time. Supreme Pulse is able to get a couple shots into D Money, unable to get the kill. He's got some help now from Blue. Montclair is able to pick up that kill. D Money able to chow out, get one of the players mid-stairs. And we see a nice double kill coming in from Nathan LaPlancha there. He's able to get another kill as well. Unfortunately, not able to secure any of the time. Kevin coming in. We see a cruise coming in from Supreme Pulse. That's a big kaboom in the chat. And from the side of Atlanta Days, they're able to secure this time, and they're looking pretty solid towards this P2 rotation as well. As long as they're able to win some of these gunfights, they're not able to. Chicago Hunted have a pretty open avenue to get into this P2 as long as they're able to pick off this player's small vent. They're not able to, and that should ultimately secure this rotation over to the side of the Atlanta Dazed.
Yeah, Atlanta Days looking to end it here on this P2. Some of the scrap time going to go to the way of Chicago. Unfortunately, they're going to fall, not going to pick up any of that scrap time. Perplexed, able to get 1 kill, not able to get the other on D Money. He is going to be kind of last alive here on this time. We do see him in the back. Spawns are going to be a little iffy here, as we see if number 6 Perplexed, he's just going to walk kind of right by. D Money's going to have a free kill there. Definitely able on the front side to get a kill. Unfortunately, going to fall Matt Green with a great 2-piece there, as we see on the front side of the hill. Montclair kind of last here for Atlanta Days. He is going to fall, so it's going to be time for Chicago Hunted, but the other players are here, as we see the kills kind of just be traded back and forth. Kevin going to fall. Perplex able to pick up another one. D-Money not able to do much there, as he's going to fall eventually from LaPlancha, but we do see another fight coming down here from The side of Chicago Hunter able to come out on top once again. And if you're the side of Atlanta Dazed, you have 25 to the win. The Chicago Hunter are going to break that 200 mark, so any team could win here on this next hill. So these rotations could be important here. Number 6 going to have a fight here with number 3. Unfortunately, going to lose that, and so the side of Atlanta Dazed are going to have a pretty comfortable map positioning lead here as they head into this P3, and this is going to be very important from the side of Chicago Hunted. They need to make a break, and they need to make it fast. They only got 20 to the win for the side of Atlanta Dazed. They are going to lose the first fight. MWIII able to pick up the second. There's a third coming from the side of Wood. That's going to be all 4 down from the side of Atlanta Dazed. Chicago Hunted, this could be your game.
Yeah, that was a huge break from the Chicago Hunter. We see MWIII getting aggressive, as well as the plancha towards mid. Unfortunately, some trades able to go down. It's left up to Perplex here in a 1v1. He's able to win that, but unfortunately, there's no support for him super close. So if the Atlanta Dazed are able to make a play happen, they're able to break into this hill. It's going to be a big 1v1 here on time between Zepp and MWIII. MWIII's able to win this, but unfortunately for the side of Atlanta Dazed, you can no longer win here on this hill. So even if you break in, you're going to have to secure that rotation as well, but you're going to have to get this break. Chicago Hunter doing everything that they can right now with only 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left. Zepp's chowing the hill. He's going to get traded out, and we see a contest coming in. That's 2 from the side of Atlanta Dazed, and they're on the rotation. This could be huge here. Atlanta Dazed with 1 player in the hill is going to secure this early time. The rest of his teammates are coming to support. Only 10 seconds left to make this break happen. Chicago Hunter is kind of having to sprint through. We see a contest coming through. Supreme Pulse is going to get traded out, and we're going to see La Plancha here, the last player that's close. He's going to have to make a play happen himself. He's going to get traded out by MWIII. That's another kill going down, and that's the Atlanta Dazed. Wow. What a break there on the P3, able to get that rotation onto P4. What a huge string of hills right there from them. You know, not able to secure a huge chunk of time there. They were able to make the break happen when they needed to, and then ultimately win their gunfights on that P4 and secure the map. That map number 1 that we had. We're seeing the Chicago Hunted start off on the offensive side, and the Atlanta Dazed starting off on that defensive side of the map. So it looks like we're making an early play over to the A side from the Chicago Hunted. We see MWIII posted up on our typical heady. He's going to get stunned and naded out. Zepp's here for the support. He's going to get a kill armor. Looking for this player boxes. He knows he saw him. He's able to win a huge gunfight there. Big 2-piece from Zepp to start off this map number 2. And we see D-Money on the flank here. He's looking for different players. Doesn't really look for this guy, Police Scar. He's able to get the player through mid. He's chowing purple. And ultimately, Atlanta Dazed, huge round number 1 there. Able to really go off the kills from Zepp there early. Able to jump up on that jump up spot on that dumpster. Able to get a kill under armor, get the timing on that player crossing from white van, and he's able to get a third on that connector side of the map. So just a big round number 1 from the side of Atlanta Dazed there, able to kind of play their positioning pretty well, not lose anybody early on, get that advantage in their favor, and then to kind of push the aggression just a little bit. Chicago was kind of running, kind of scared there after a couple of their players went down. So huge round number 1 from the side of Atlanta Dazed. They're looking to keep pushing that momentum forward on this offensive round number 2.
Yeah, and you know, it's a big defense from them, as sometimes we see Rio kind of be an offense here. We do see Pulse kind of in this smoke, maybe to look a little bit of an opportunity here to get behind some players. He's going to find 1 player on armor. He's going to look towards that bomb. He's going to find that bomb. La Plancha able to pick up that other kill with MWIII being last alive here. Should pick up this player on the bomb, but unfortunately going to fall to Perplex. There's Chicago Hunted with a pretty quick round of defense for themselves. So we're going to be going up tied 1-1 going into round 3.
Yeah, and you know, with both these teams being as evenly matched as they are, this back and forth battle will not be surprising one bit. And I think it's going to be whichever one of these teams kind of slips up first and lets 2 rounds go in a row will kind of be their favor. So whichever team is able to kind of string an offense and a defense together will be the big point to look at here. We saw both teams go A right off the rip for both those first 2 rounds. Defense team able to find some success. So I'm curious to see what happens this time. And it looks like the Chicago Hunted are looking to make their way over towards that B side, sending 2 players towards bridge, 2 players into P1. D-Money is able to get that first kill in on MWIII in P1. He's looking to get some aggression going here. Perplex is hunting him down. He's able to get that trade. We're going to be tied up 3-3 here with not a lot of pressure or presence done through. But MWIII is on the flank. He's able to get 1. He's looking for more players. Perplex is able to win a big 1v1 in the middle of the hill. And it's going to be left up here in a 1v2 for Supreme versus Kevin and MWIII. He's going to be chowing. MWIII is in the right position. They're going to get that trade. Atlanta Dazed with another good defensive round win there. So, you know, we're going to see this for a little while here, if I had to guess, kind of a back and forth battle between both these two teams. I think that round really goes on MWIII, able to slip the gap really early, find that hole in the offensive setup there through that P2 side, able to get back in the back of spawn, able to cause some havoc, cause the rest of the Chicago Hunted to kind of scramble around a little bit, and the rest of his teammates were able to pick up some of those kills that were kind of left exposed there. So great round from the side of the Atlanta Dazed there.
Yeah, Atlanta Day is kind of looking like they're pushing a lot more on this offense here. So I'm kind of looking for them to be able that team that wins 2 in a row, especially on this offensive side here, as we do see D Money able to pick up a great kill towards mid, get that bomb planted. So he is kind of good to go here for this bomb plant. We do see about 40 seconds left here. Atlanta Days are pretty spread out here, so we'll see if Chicago Hunted can kind of run as a pack here and see if they can make an impact for you.
Unfortunately, Zep's able to get some good timing there, able to get an early pick. We're seeing the rest of these players go down immediately. So Atlanta Dazed able to get that early pick in the player in P1, able to get that bomb down immediately. And unfortunately, Chicago Hunted kind of get some bad timing on a couple of players there. Unfortunately, going to lose that defensive round. So Atlanta Dazed, you know, I said it, the first team to win 2 offensive rounds in a row. Could bode well for them for the rest of this map number 2. But ultimately, Chicago Hunted have the firepower that they need to bounce back. But it's going to need to start with this offensive round here. So you just gave up an offense. You're going to have to go back to an offense as well. You haven't had success over towards A or towards B. So they're looking to make their way towards B once again, kind of change that narrative. And we see 3 players going P1 this time instead of just 2 players. So they're looking to get this early aggression. They're able to win 2 big gunfights. Kevin's left alone on Eski. He's able to get a big pick there. He's looking for more players. Unfortunately, get some bad timing on LaPlancha there, and it's going to be MWIII on the flank again, left in a 1v3. He's going to have his work cut out here for him. He might get some good timing on LaPlancha here. Unfortunately, does not, tries to go for the jump. LaPlancha able to win that round for the Chicago Hunted. A really solid bounce back round there from the side of the Chicago Hunted. They're looking to kind of make their mark, bring the series back tied up 3-3 here with a defensive round win.
Yeah, and I mean we all know exactly what they need to do here. They got to win this offensive round here. You really don't want to start going back and forth again. It's going to get harder to clutch those rounds as you get later in the search and destroy match. And so this is a big round for the side of Chicago Hunted here on this defense. You just won an offense. You had a good bounce back from that side of Atlanta Dazed after winning their offense and defense, and we do see Kevin and D Money able to get 2 here pretty immediately off the start of this round. We're left with LaPlancha and Pulse here. LaPlancha starting to hit this rotation towards this B side from the spawn. We do see number 8 here is able to spot him. He is going to know he's here. We have another player vending here, taking some shots down. Pulse is going to fall. LaPlancha is able to pick up 1 kill. The Atlanta Dazed are going to know exactly where he's at. They are going to get eyes on him. He's going to beam Kevin with that rival. Absolute god gun here. As he might get some great timing on MWIII here. The last time he saw him was towards his armor. He's kind of being wary about that, so we'll kind of see what he can finesse here. He's seeing 1 player on the bridge. Unfortunately, not able to get that, as Atlanta Dazed are able to take that back-to-back round.
Yeah, and I mean, that was a really solid try out of was that LaPlancha? Is that right?
LaPlancha,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, that was a really good try out of him being left in that 1v4. You know, he made the most out of what he could, being in that unfortunate situation, but unfortunately just not able to get that timing on that player bridge to take it down to a 1v1. But really solid offensive round there from the Atlanta Dazed. You know, they were able to get those 2 early kills in the P1. And we've seen, like we said before the match started, that P1 has kind of dominated most of this map. You know, both these teams went A early on, and then we've seen nothing but B hits throughout as we're going straight back to B. We're seeing the bang out occur. D Money's going to get some shots down, going to get picked off. First blood goes to the side of Chicago Hunted, but Zep's able to slip the net there, able to get 2. Matt Green's able to pick up another one of his own, and it's already going to be a 1v2 again. MWIII on the flank, and we have to wonder if the Chicago Hunted are going to know that this is happening here. He's going to peek out. He may see this player on bomb, doesn't see it. Unfortunate timing. There's a player behind him, Eskies. We're going to see if the timing goes his way. It does. He slipped the net. He's going for the ninja. Unfortunately, not able to get that ninja defuse down. Chicago Hunted win that, bringing this map a little bit closer to this 3-4. But like you said, you know, they can't afford to play this back and forth game forever being down around. They're going to have to string around here, or 2 rounds to win the map ultimately at the end. So we're looking for a big bounce back round here from the Chicago Hunted on the defensive side, of course. So good position to be in to even up this map count to 4-4. But ultimately, it's going to be about them winning those P1 gunfights, as we've seen these teams just kind of banging it out there. But as soon as I say that, we're seeing Atlanta Dazed go back towards the A side, and there's 2 players here to contest them, one on white van and one on boxes. So they got their crosses covered, able to get the first blood and bomb down on that white van. Unfortunately, no one able to really follow up too well. We saw a couple of gunshots going down, but we see number 2, that's Matt Green on the flank. There is one player watching that, and we see some absolute beams coming out of Supreme Pulse there. MWIII is able to watch the wrap, able to get that kill, put the advantage a little bit closer to their favor. But with this bomb being down, their rotation is going to come through. But with 50 seconds left, they're going to have to make kind of a big play happen here. As long as Chicago Hunted stay posted up here, we see them taking the route all the way through bridge, coming all the way behind, and we're going to see if Chicago Hunted kind of turn around and see if this is happening.
Yeah, we see number 1 there in La Plancha able to make that rotate over towards that A or B side, excuse me. He did not see anything here, so we'll see if the side of Chicago Hunted, they do have to go watching this one here. He's able to pick up one person there on that flank. They are going to know the other person is nearby. La Plancha not able to win his gunfight against MWIII, but 20 seconds left. This is going to be a pretty rough 1v2. You do know what side of the map he's on. We got both players kind of watching the spots they need to here, so this is an opportunity for a great play here from MWIII, but unfortunately going to fall in Chicago Hunted. With just a great defensive round there, able to tie this up 4-4 in the game, where you might be looking at round 11 here.
Yeah, definitely. Round 11 could be on the horizon, able to even up that score like we said they needed to. So really big round from the Chicago Hunted there, able to secure that defense. Ultimately, just a great play out of Supreme and Perplex there on that A site. After the bomb was down, I have to wonder if they actually noticed it was there. And not able to really give up that position and able to secure that advantage. Side of Chicago Hunted looking to make their way towards this A site. So kind of a back and forth bang out that we've seen over here, but there's not a single Atlanta Dazed player here. So if they get aggressive fast, they're going to get this bomb down fast and early and have a really good setup to take this round number 9. Bomb's going down now. Perplexed is planting. That's going to be bomb going down. We see Pulse kind of watching this back garage area. We'll see if he chows or gets some good timing on one of these players that's back on this orange forklift area. He may hear him jumping around. He's going to try to bait him out with a couple shots. We see number 2 and number 8 having a standoff over towards boxes as well. So it's kind of whichever team is going to make the first mistake. We see Kevin able to get the first pick. He's going to get possibly traded out by Matt Green.
Oh my God.
What a turn on! What a turn on by Matt Green. We see D Money get a kill as well, but ultimately the trades are going to go to the favor of the Chicago Hunted. You have to think that that kill by Matt Green was one of the plays to make. If you lose that box's positioning, you're in a rough spot. So that absolute turn on and just zap by the rival was humongous from Matt Green. Really great round from the side of Chicago Hunted. They saw that there was no real contest there at that A site. They were able to get that bomb down early and just play patient, force the Atlanta Dazed to come out to you. They had players watching every single angle, so they knew when that push was going to come through. And then ultimately we saw a couple big 1v1 gunfights going down that went in their favor as well. So big round, being on the defense on map point. You're looking pretty good from the side of Chicago Hunted, but Atlanta Dazed able to get the first blood, and they're starting off this offensive side fast.
Yeah, Atlanta Dazed have done this every single time towards this B side. They just hit it, and they hit it hard. Pulse able to pick up 2 kills there on his own. They spot both Atlanta Dazed players left over. They didn't find D Money. He kind of slipped away from him. They did spot him kind of bridge stairs there, so they know he is trapped here. They're going to send a player in for the kill. Unfortunately, going to fall, but Chicago Hunted are able to win that round and win that map number 2 at that Rio S&D 6-4 against Atlanta Dazed. And Chicago Hunted, this is kind of the second time that we've seen this kind of about the second hill 3 here in this series between the Atlanta Dazed and Chicago Hunted. It has been a series so far, and make it a map number 3 so far as the Atlanta Dazed were on both points for a second. La Plancha able to get the explosion kill here on High Rise. Welcome to the map, ladies and gentlemen. This is map number 3.
Yeah, I thought I read something in patch notes, a couple months back at this point in time. They took out the explosions. I personally big offender of the explosions. But you know, looking so far throughout this map number 3, we're seeing some ticks come down on both sides, but the Chicago Hunter break in, get both players off the points. We see an unfortunate team explosion come through there. And the side of Atlanta Dazed are looking to make their presence known towards this A point. They've got 3 players around, as well as 1 player over towards the A side. Kevin able to kind of slip the net. He's looking to secure this 1 tick over towards A. We've got 1 tick on B as well. So solid start here, but you have to get some real progression going. You know, 1 tick on each side isn't going to win you around, so you got to stop avoiding these 3 and 4 dead situations. We see Zep able to win a big kill there, but he's going to be contested from MWIII. He's just waiting. Got some support from his teammates. He's able to get Zep there as well. So solid defensive round so far here. Lives are looking pretty close together, so ultimately it's going to come down to who gets that 4 dead and is able to set up their team for either the spawn trap or for a point secure as well.
Yeah, you know, Atlanta Dazed kind of had a strong start there on both points. They weren't able to get any ticks necessarily off that rip, but they are able to kind of work some magic here towards the middle of the map. MWIII able to pick up 1, not able to pick up that second one. Second tick not able to be secured. That is going to be a 4 dead for the side of Atlanta Dazed. You are probably going to be putting the spawn trap here. Chicago can turn around. You only got 25 seconds left to get to a point here. Pulse able to pick up another kill off the spawn there. LaPlancha gonna fall, not before being able to take a kill here. And the Dazed are able to hop onto this B point here. We do see a contest coming down from Pulse, able to win 2 big kills for his team. That's gonna be 15 seconds left. All these Atlanta Dazed players are going towards this B side, kind of off spawn here. We're gonna see a couple seconds of a little bit of chaos here. Kevin able to pick a 1 on the point, going to fall. Number 3 in MWIII kind of last alive here in standard spot, almost able to win that gunfight, but it is not. Chicago Hunted. Good win on the defensive side on this high-rise control.
One of the things I really noticed from the side of Chicago Hunted was towards that A capture point. They always had 1 player that just went and contested on the boxes, but never chowed. And then we had a standoff where both players were just sitting there doing nothing, waiting for somebody to chow. And then the rest of the Chicago Hunted were able to pull up and get close, and then ultimately win the trades there. So really, with just some really good patient play, waiting for your teammates to get there to support you, led to a lot of success over towards that A capture point, and led to the Atlanta Dazed not being able to secure some of those early ticks that we thought they might be able to. But from the side of Atlanta Dazed, you're looking to have just as good as a defensive round as the Chicago Hunted had in that round number 1. You know, high-rise control, if you don't get some early time and some early ticks captured, you can see that time clock dwindle and dwindle and dwindle, and we see some 0-tick rounds happen frequently. So you're not out of the equation by any means if you're the Atlanta Dazed, but you got to kind of push your aggression. You got to do the same exact thing that the Chicago Hunted did to you here in this round number 2. So far, no real progress made to either capture point. Lots of kills going towards the favor of the Atlanta Dazed, having a 7-life lead right now. And with no real aggression from the Chicago Hunted, no real map presence, they're kind of stuck in this spawn trap with number 1, that's D Money, on the left window. They've got players watching their right street. They've got these players just kind of locked up. 1 player was able to slip the net. That's MWIII. He's going to be left alone here if they win 1 gunfight, but unfortunately not able to win anymore. Does get a good nade kill there. Supreme Pulse is able to help out his team just a little bit to help him get out of the spawn, but they're going to be running right into the hands of the Atlanta Dazed, who are primed and ready for this push to happen. Supreme Pulse is able to win a big kill on Elevator, but he's unfortunately just doesn't have the support that he really needs to. Big 1v1, Supreme Pulse is able to win that. The clock's going to start to stop here, and some of these ticks are going to start to go through, but with only 1 player on the point, not a whole lot of time here. Big 2-piece from LaPlancha coming through. That's 1 tick down on B, and we're starting to see these ticks fly as these players are making their way towards A as well. So number 7, that's MWIII, is going to look to cause a little bit of havoc. If his teammates die over here on B, they're going to have to make their way over towards A now, but unfortunately those 2 kills come in very fast. No teammates here for support. MWIII's going to have a big job ahead of him with a big 1v1 here versus Kevin. Kevin's going to get chowed out, unable to win that. We see a kill go down by D Money, big 2-piece by D Money. That's going to be LaPlancha fighting D Money now. He's able to win that fight, and with just the rest of the Atlanta Dazed not around here, there's possibly giving some hope to the Chicago Hunted, but unfortunately the life count is not in their favor. We see Kevin again contesting the time, not letting them secure that second tick, but the capture point is now in progress with 1 player left alive. He's able to get 1 kill, unable to get the second. And with nobody super close to hill, it's going to come down to Perplexed being able to win a big 1v1 here. He's going to bait out Kevin, able to win that, going to stop the clock as well. So we could see something here happening with 4.6 seconds left.
Yeah, we see LaPlanche able to get another big kill towards A. They're really just looking for this tick here to try to get up on ticks, but they unfortunately are not. I believe that was 2 ticks from their side. And so, you know, Chicago, they had, it was it? We'll go ahead and see that instant replay. We'll pull that VOD up. You know how it works. But we'll go ahead and you know, from the side of Chicago, just very interesting on, you know, they had kind of both control of both of those points at one point, and unfortunately just were not able to make moves there towards those other points. And so it was a little unfortunate for them, but they were able to at least get a lot or get up on ticks there and kind of move into this defense here. So another solid defense and then another solid offense. They should be good. We see that propane explode once again. Unfortunately, there a team kill coming down from the side of Atlanta. But unfortunately, not able to do much here as they do get 1 tick on A as they start trying to work over towards B, and unfortunately other players are going to fall.
Yeah, and I mean, you're not trapped in your spawn quite yet, but you don't have a lot of map presence. So, you know, from the side of Atlanta Dazed here, you're going to have a tough uphill battle again. So, you know, you're looking to make kind of a little move here at number 3, Montclair, able to get to the B point. He's going to have a tough battle ahead of him with no supporting players around. We see number 2, that's Kevin, hitting the underground route. He might have seen that player cell tower, so he's not going to chow that same area again. We see a cruise missile coming in from the Chicago Hunted very early in this round. He's 1 off again, so that makes sense. Unfortunately, from the side of Atlanta Dazed, still just not able to get any real map presence. So as we're starting to see this clock dwindle down, they're going to have to make a play happen here pretty fast.
Yeah, the shot at Chicago, there's Pulse able to get a big 2-piece there. It feels like this map is doing nothing but getting 2 pieces here. LaPlanche able to help him out on that B side, able to win another one. That is another 2-piece coming in from the side of LaPlanche with Pulse able to pick up another one. With just that is going to be 4 dead eventually. There's only 1 tick from the side of Atlanta so far. This is not looking too good. You got 20 seconds to get out of your spawn. 2 kills are going to be huge to help out here. Trying to get towards this B side. Stun's going to be coming in. You're unfortunately going to lose that fight from Pulse. With 12 seconds, you are able to pause that clock and get on both points here. So it'll be interesting to see what point Chicago decide to focus on here, as half the tick is gone on A. They might get the second tick here. We see a contest coming down on B. That's going to be 3 players dead. Tick never secured on A. Tick not secured on B. Zeppeli kind of last alive. And unfortunately gonna fall here as the side of Atlanta Dazed running to get to that point, but they are not gonna make it there in time. Excuse me, they were, but unfortunately gonna get mowed down by Chicago there towards the end. Chicago with a great defense again.
Yeah, really great bounce back defensive round there. We're seeing a very, very low tick game come out from both these teams. You know, nobody really able to make the move happen on offense. From the side of Chicago Hunted, you know, you're in the opportunity here to maybe close this out in this offensive round if you're able to get some magic to happen. You know, we've seen a lot of slaying come out from their side, and if they're able to keep pushing that aggression, I think they're going to be able to possibly close this map out here to take the advantage in the series. We're seeing possibly a streak come through from LaPlanche early in this offensive round. We're seeing some kills just get traded out so far. Cruise missile comes down, but nothing occurred on that propane tank. There's the cruise missile now, so LaPlanche able to pick off one, but with the rest of his team, you know, off spawn, it's really not going to do very much for you. So an unfortunate cruise missile there. Matt Green's able to make it into the B point, but he's gonna have to win a big 1v1. Gets the first kill. He's got some support from his teammates now. We see a 3 dead, big 2-piece from LaPlanche. Unfortunate team nade coming down on Supreme Pulse. But this B progression is starting to come up here. Matt Green's going to chow out, going to get traded out by D Money, and it's going to be left to LaPlanche on B. We see 1 player top heli and 1 player B street. So some still solid positioning to secure this B capture point as we see the second tick coming through.
Yeah, side of Chicago, they're making progress on both points right now. They could be looking to do something dangerous here, so they're looking to kind of win the map right here. A, about halfway done. B, you just got a little bit until it's fully done. That's going to be completely secured for the side of Chicago. You just have to get 2.5 more ticks on that A side, and then this map is yours. We do see a cruise missile coming in from Pulse. Unfortunately, all of his teammates are gonna die, and he's gonna go ahead and just pick up that extra teammate on that control or that cruise missile. Kind of gonna be last alive. He's gonna know where all the players are from having that info, but the rest of his team kind of down there as we see Atlanta pick up a couple crucial kills in Chicago. Outside of Pulse, inside of your spawn. So he's got to make a play on some of these players, make this Atlanta Dazed team turn around, and let your teammates get out of here.
Yeah, and he's able to win that first big gunfight. He's looking for both these players off of spawn, able to get Zep. Can he get D money as well? Able to get, or that was MWIII, able to get that kill on a MWIII. So he's able to do some big support from the back, keeping these players in the Atlanta Dazed spawn. They have to pick up this final guy on the A capture point. We just haven't seen a whole lot of aggression come out. We see LaPlanche able to get the kill there. That's going to be 2 players on the A capture point. Perplexed on the B site, able to provide some supporting cover fire. We see a cruise missile
Another
coming in
one?
again. Another one, a big 2-piece, and we're gonna see this A capture point start to go, and Atlanta Dazed have to make some.
Another one!
Another one! Oh my goodness! Just all the cruise missiles coming in, and I mean the side of Chicago Hunter, you're in a really good spot here, but you just have not all the support that you need to secure this A capture point. You see some big kills coming down, big 3-piece. That's gonna be. You know, 1 player left here on the B capture point. They're going to have 3 players on, and that's going to be the offensive round win to the side of the Chicago Hunted. And just what a great round there to win that map. You know, all those cruise missiles getting invested. It's really hard for Atlanta Dazed to make it out of your spawn building to get any picks onto the A capture point. So just some really great plays out of their streaks there with so many.
Season is on the line. You got to win this to force map number 5.
Yeah, map number 5, you know, is what we want to see. Everyone in the chat and specifically from us, we want to see the intensity and just the nerves going through for both these 2 teams. Chicago Hunted off to a really solid start so far here in the P1. We're seeing some good kills come out throughout this entire team, looking to secure most of this time and the rotation, but we see Zep with a big 2-piece and D Money with another kill, able to kind of break this P1. Still a good chunk of time left here, but they're going to be off the back foot on this rotation over to P2. We're looking at LaPlanche here, kind of coming in to try to support his team. Really, this has just been a back and forth focus on the P1. No real emphasis over towards that P2 rotation early. So maybe both these 2 teams kind of happy with their breaking capabilities and looking to just secure big chunks of time and then make their breaks early into these hills early on. But we'll kind of see what's coming out through the rest of this map as we're going through here. Really solid start from the side of the Chicago Hunted though here, winning most of these gunfights early on, able to have a big chunk of time throughout this P1 and the first part of this P2.
Yeah, man, and for the first time, we get to bring this in. We do have we had a predictions there in the Twitch chat. We do have 87% of the channel points going towards the side of Chicago Hunted for this map win. So maybe that weighs into this just a little bit here, but I thought that was something interesting that came in. But so far, the side of Chicago Hunted, they're looking pretty good in this map. P1 and P2 here, and right as I say that, we're just gonna go ahead and see the Atlanta Dazed just take over here and able to take the rest of this time on P2, I believe, as we start seeing rotations towards this P3. No one's there quite yet, so we are going to see a fight here towards this P1, maybe bottom arch side as well. So this should be an interesting P3.
Yeah, D Money here, kind of making the play throughout bottom arch, able to pick off 1, able to get the second as well with some help from Kevin. So they're going to be in this early time. LaPlanche is here though for some of the trades. He's looking for D Money. They know this player's in the back. Supreme Pulse is going to get some bad timing there, popping the Deddy, unable to get that kill, and D Money is kind of the man on his own mission right now, kind of playing throughout low art, is going to get picked off by Perplex there. LaPlanche able to get another kill, and their setup is looking pretty good here from the side of the Chicago Hunted. With still 30 seconds left in this P3, looking to get a big chunk of time, but MWIII is on the flank like we've seen throughout this entire series. He's able to get 1 bottom art, looking for this player behind the bar, able to get that kill as well, looking for the 3rd player, not able to pick him up. So trades go to the side of Chicago Hunted so far. D Money is able to win that big 1v1 there, low art, but he's unfortunately just not able to get some of the time. He's able to win another one over there to secure some of the scrap time, but looking towards this P4, you know, Chicago Hunted are here first, but we see MWIII from the side of Atlanta Dazed looking to maybe slip the net and maybe make a play happen here.
Yeah, the side of Chicago Hunted not able to get this initial P4. They do have the good spawns for this number 7, and Zepperly could make a huge play here if the Chicago Hunted are not looking for it. They are not. Zepperly able to pick up one before he's going to fall to Perplex there, looking to get that trophy system out of here. LaPlancha able to pick up another one towards that music side back hall. Perplexed and LaPlancha got to make this work for them. D-Money gonna fall there towards that music side. Matt Green, a top burger with a rival. If you don't get that, that was a clue joke. But we'll never see what's going on here. Matt Green with another pick there as well. Chicago Hunted are making that break towards P4.
Yeah, really solid break from the side of Chicago Hunted. We see Supreme Pulse trying to get active over towards this P5. He's going to get spotted out, and the entire Atlanta Dazed team is here for him. So unfortunately, he's just not going to be able to make any magic happen with all those players staring at him. LaPlanche is looking to make his way over through the burger side of the map, able to spot out Montclair in the back, able to get that kill. But we see number 6. This is D Money. He's going to be the player to watch here. Montclair actually spawns up right on the little gondola there, so he's looking to make this play through the back. Unfortunately, he's going to get picked off, and this early time is going to go to the side of Atlanta Dazed. But we've seen Chicago Hunted so far have some really good breaks, so they're looking to get some of these picks early on. Unfortunately, not able to get anything throughout this first battle. But number 4, that's Pulse, is in the back spawn. Montclair seems to know something's up. He's going to get that kill, but ultimately he's going to get traded out by Supreme Pulse there. So looking really solid here from the first rotation. You know, both these teams very back and forth so far. Some good hills from either side, lots of split time. So the second rotation is going to be kind of telling about which team's kind of able to figure out, who's going to end up taking snap number 4 as we're looking to start the second rotation.
Yeah, Chicago Hunted kind of falling off here towards the end of this first rotation. We are seeing this rotate back to P1 where they did have a good time here, and the Atlanta Dazed really did not. They didn't start picking up towards P2, and Chicago Hunted are kind of in the point we're kind of seeing back and forth here. Atlanta Dazed able to pick up 3 kills. They're going to have a little bit of breathing room, but number 3 here in Matt Green, able to get a little bit of a flank there, able to pick up 2 before he falls via D-Money. D-Money able to pick up 1. LaPlancha able to pick up 2 of his own. Chicago Hunted going to be in this point, looking to accrue some time here on this P1, looking to make this back and even. We might even see a lead change here as a couple of the members of Atlanta Dazed are looking to get rotated towards that P2 side. Ready for the second rotation here is LaPlancha is going to be soaking up this hill time. There should be one more fight coming down here. Montclair able to hop in time, able to win 1. Kevin able to win another towards that P2. Number 5, Zepperly able to pick up 2 great kills there as we see all of Chicago Hunted spawning up towards that gondola side. We do see number 1 though spawn out, so this could be a very interesting fight for Kevin here. He's not really sure what side they are coming from, as the side of Atlanta Dazed are getting a little bit confused here, and side of Chicago able to pick up a couple kills as we get towards this MWIII P2.
And we're seeing our Christmas pinstripe feed popping up here. First red and green back and forth. We see some kills go towards the side of the Chicago Hunted. Supreme, another big 2-piece. Looking to keep these Atlanta Dazed players off this P2 to secure this big chunk of time. We're seeing Montclair each out the front, able to win a big 1v1 there versus Matt Green. He's looking to secure this tile. But the big point here is going to be this P3 rotation. Even if the Atlanta Dazed are able to secure a big chunk of this time, you're not going to have a humongous lead going into this P3. And we're seeing the Chicago Hunted. This is Perplexed over here early. He's looking to secure this rotation, but he's going to have 2 players to deal with. He's unable to get either player. So Atlanta Dazed here early. We see D-Money Chow in the back, able to win a big gunfight versus LaPlancha there. But there is another player in the back. That's Perplexed. He's going to be pushing through the Arches side. We're seeing kind of our MWIII spawns here with players spawning gondola, getting traded out from players that are still on bridge as well. But Atlanta Dazed is going to spawn in the back now. LaPlancha is looking for some chows and able to get a kill. And ultimately, it's going to be left to Matt Green in a 1v3 here. He's going to get picked off. Atlanta Dazed in the hill, but we're seeing just a back and forth battle. Supreme Pulse again with another big 2-piece to kind of help his team get some of this time. And so far, this Vista hardpoint has just been a back and forth battle so far. No team really able to put a big advantage or a big dent in the score.
Yeah, the side of Chicago Hunted have made a little bit of a comeback here. They were down by just a little bit going into that second rotation P1 P2 side, but able to make this back. They have the spawns here for this P4 as well, so they did excuse me, sorry, pretty good work last P4, able to break Atlanta Dazed setup, and looks like they're gonna have to do the exact same thing here, as number 3 could have a very interesting time here on number 6. Unfortunately, the timing's not gonna work out well. It's simply able to find a corner, pick up 2, not able to pick up that third, as decided Atlanta Dazed are not in the hill yet, so MWIII able to hit here, keep it on white time, at least for now. Wait for some of his teammates to hop on. Gonna give his teammate just a little bit of a good luck here with a little back tap there with some bullets. We do see a teammate coming down here, and it's just going to be a MWIII P4 here for a second, as we do see 2 players from the side of Chicago Hunted here, ready for this gunfight as he spawns up. And that is just some unfortunate timing there, able to get some players one shot, but not able to finish those kills. Here is MWIII looking to do the same thing here. We see about a 30-point game here. Chicago Hunted using teamwork well towards those stairs, able to pick up the rest of this time. This is going to push them pretty close to that 200 mark here, as Atlanta Dazed are kind of spread out on this P5, and they could have a good setup here. They do give those 2 initial kills, but Supreme Pulse is here underneath balcony ready to go.
Yeah, unfortunately, the rest of his team just not around to support him. So we're seeing a couple players through P1, one player wrapping around P3. Zeppeli's playing underneath the bridge side. So both these 2 teams have a solid chance of breaking his kills. Zepp's able to get a kill bottom bridge. He's looking for the player top bridge now. Able to find him. Perplex is chowing out, gonna get traded out there. And we're just seeing kind of a back and forth P5 here so far. Neither team able to really secure a big chunk of time throughout this first 30 seconds. But Chicago Hunted look to have a pretty solid setup with the back spawns and a player in P1 as well. So they're looking good to secure a big chunk of this P5 and keep this rotation over to the P1 side with Supreme Pulse in the P1 hill, looking for these players running around in that area as well. That's able to slip in that, get on the bridge. He's able to pick up 1, but unfortunately not able to get any more. Let's move the scrap time to the side of the Chicago Hunted, and we just see Supreme just going absolute ham in P1. He's doing everything for his team right now. He's going to get traded out by D Money, unfortunately, with a big 2-piece of his own, but LaPlanche is there for the trades. MWIII able to support LaPlanche there in P1, able to get some picks. Another player in table is going to get traded out as well, and we're just seeing kind of some havoc laying down right now from both these 2 teams. Players challenge everything everywhere. Perplex is on the flank again, able to pick up 1. Looking for more players in tables. Nobody there yet. Unfortunate teammate comes down, and now we're going to see maybe the Atlanta Dazed with their opportunity to get some of this time as we're looking towards the scrap here and rotation over to P2.
Yeah, we do see Zepperly invest that cruise missile into this P1. Atlanta Dazed really cannot let any more time go here. If they do collect all this time, they still will not be able to win on that P2. So this is important to get some of this time. These last 8 seconds may be crucial from the side of Chicago. They're only going to need about 18 points or so to secure this dub, while Atlanta Dazed pretty much need to be perfect here with this time that you got to get to New Hill. Able to get 2 kills. Supreme Pulse coming in here with 2 kills. I feel like we've seen that all this time. Look at those kills. He is on number 45 for the map. Absolutely going huge. Getting another one here as well. Going to fall for his team. Chicago Hunted need 10 points to end this series and win the championship for themselves. But the Atlanta Dazed, if they have something to say about it, they're going to do something. Pulse, of course, here with the cruise missile. We're only going to see 1 from him. Unfortunately, he is going to get a 2-piece there, making it 48. I really need to see him get to that 50 here. Atlanta Dazed able to pick up a couple here. Supreme Pulse is looking to make his mark here on this map.
Yeah, Supreme Pulse just going absolutely ham.
Oh,
almost gets another 3-piece.
God.
And with the Atlanta Dazed spawning out here, they're going to have to sprint towards this hill. Unfortunately, they're not going to make it in time. That's going to be map number 4 to the Chicago Hunted. That's their championship win in this Summer League silver season here in the CRL. Just what a map from Supreme Pulse. Just able to really slay out and do everything for his team. All the kills, all those 2 pieces we saw come through for him. A couple 3 pieces as well.